And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, we never really did friendly derbies, not when I was playing, Peter. But it's impossible to keep rivalries in check, completely in check. So while I'm not expecting everything to go flying at 100 miles an hour, this could get spicy.
And this is now today's lineup.
This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course. So with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
And that gets things running. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Wriggles his way through. Mazraoui. Garnacho. Oh, that's an excellent interception. That's a lovely, neat pass. De Bruyne. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a defender, let alone...
De Bruyne! Oh, wow, that is fantastic! From Captain Fantastic!
Well, from our impartial perch, you couldn't ask for a more spectacular start to a game. And with the skipper responsible too, it just lends the moment a bit more oomph. And let's hope it carries on in a similar vein. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Haaland. Foden. Ugarte. And De Ligt. Garnacho. Mazraoui. Who played through for the wide man. Ake spots it and intercepts. Bruno Fernandes. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's De Bruyne. Engages and forces him off the ball. Ugarte.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
He's had it nicked away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bruno Fernandes. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Manchester United looking to pass their way through.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Foden. Ah, that's a fine interception. Diogo Dalot. Now Ugarte. Diogo Dalot. And it's Eriksen. Ugarte. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Haaland. Foden. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Mazraoui calmly anticipates. Ugarte. And Garnacho. And here's Haaland. Doku. Diogo Dalot. Højlund chasing after it. And he's intervened well there. Vardiol. Haaland. Now the finish! Really well taken goal. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Fiddles it through. Doku. Oh, that's fabulous. That's going to go a long way. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bruno Fernandes. Højlund. Garnacho. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Haaland. Lindelof. Mazraoui aims beyond the defence. Garnacho. Oh, that's neat.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Foden. Doku. Chance! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Fantastic excitement towards the end of the half there, and a last-minute chance that really should have been converted.
Please welcome our players.
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half. Haaland.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Knocks it out wide.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Lewis gets across to intercept that. Foden. De Ligt makes the interception. And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Haaland. Haaland! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Swings in across. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Diogo Dalot. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Garnacho. Lovely bit of skill.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Driving on and making good progress. And here's Højlund. Eric's big chance! Foden. Foden. And here's Haaland. Great chance! Decent enough try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
Manchester United
Eriksen.
choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile. The man pulling the strings.
Ugarte. And Dalot. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Mount. Well read, and the danger is averted. Doku. That looks a cracking ball.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
De Ligt tries to clear. Can he finish? And more, and more, and more. And the lead is 3. It is surely done. Simplicity itself.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
Manchester United making another change here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
After 72 minutes is number 9, Erling Haaland. Substitution on the field. Number 25, Ugarte. Coming on to replace him is number 18, Casemiro. Substitutions taking place.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Diogo Dalot. And it's Casemiro. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He's in plenty of space here. Grealish. Now it's Haaland. Lindelof gets it away. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Haaland. Haaland! And the keeper read that really well.
I think he deserves credit for getting something away, given that he had to contend with a double dose of closing down.
Pass somewhat off target. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Pass is just off target. Casemiro. That pass isn't the best. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Matheus Nunes. Has a go! No, not quite.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
Manchester United can make their change now with a break in play. Zirkzee getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
The final 5 minutes. And the pass is intercepted. Haaland. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Lindelof. Bruno Fernandes. That has been slung wide.
There will be 3 minutes.
Now that's well seen too. That's really well manoeuvred. Casemiro does really well there. He is strong. Bob. Now it's Grealish. And it's Kovacic. And the number on the board is 3. Look at the space here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Ah, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, to win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever